There we go. Episode 11 of Season 5 of the Tom and Dren Storytime series is now upon us, Allie. In our last episode, we talked about episode 10, Allie, of Tom and the entire truck. And now, in our episode 11 of Harold, A Bad Day for Harold, we are going to be reading this story. So, prepare yourself, everyone, and hop on board and explore the island of Todor with everyone's number one friend, Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh, oops. forgot something. I forgot something. forgot to do something like that. There we go. That more like it. Alright, where was I? Oh yes. Again, prepare yourself, everyone. So hop on board and explore the island of Todor with everyone's number one friend, Thomas the Tank Engine. Harold the helicopter loved flying up in the blue sky over the island of Todor. He looked out for anyone in distress. Percy's special job was delivering the mail, but sadly, Harold is ready to wanted to do it. He thought that he could deliver much more quickly than Percy. So Harold decided he would ask him if he can try. One evening, Harold landed beside Percy Alley. Why don't I carry the mail for you tomorrow? He asked. Can I? I can get it done in a jiff. I'm sure must get tired carrying it around, Percy. It's much too heavy for you. Percy was very cross. Not at all grateful delivering the mail to an engine job, he said grumbly. It definitely coming to you. One next morning, Percy was carrying the mail, passing the harbor, and the sun was shining and feeling great and trouble. Must be on time, he chuckled. Carrying the mail made Percy feel like a really useful and everyone riding him and never being late. But head up, there was trouble. The signal was broken and Percy had to stop. He was very upset. I'm going to be late, he cried, and it's not even my fault. The back controller outlet enjoying a toast and marmalade when he heard the news. He was not very pleased, and he had to interrupt him. When it interrupted, but it was a problem that he couldn't wait. It pretty stuck, the dock controller said. Then Harold must take the mail. He picked up the phone to call Harold Pilot. At the tickle box, poor Percy was still waiting for the group and the engineer trying to fix the signal. Just then he heard a familiar sound coming from above. Oh no, cried Percy. He saw Harold hovering. Hello, called Harold. The dock controller said you need my help. That was from before, after all. Percy wasn't happy at all, but the dock controller made up his mind. Harold was delivering the mail. There was nothing Percy can do. The man started to load the mailbag in the Harold cargo net. They were very heavy. Preparing to take more than 2 ships, said one of the men. But Harold was in a hurry to deliver the mail. I can't carry them all at once. Don't worry, he boasted. Just then the man finishing loading the engineer cried out. It's the signal fix. but it was too late. Harold had already left the ground. Harold had already left the ground. Poor Percy watched as he disappeared into the distance with the mail. But then everyone heard a strange sound. Harold was in trouble. My net is too heavy, he warned. He whined. Watch out for the trees, Harold, cried Pilot. But Harold was out of control and he was spinning around and around and crashed. Poor Harold Outley, and he came crashing on the ground in front of Percy. Percy bent over Outley to see if Harold was all right. Luckily, he wasn't badly hurt, but the engine was rattling and weird. Harold did feel silly, Outley. He wished that he never offered to carry the mail in the first place. Percy was sorry that Harold had it acted, Outley, but he was happy that he was able to take the mail after all. The man took the mailbag from Harold's cargo net and loaded them on to Percy. The next day, Harold's engine was fixed and Percy was very pleased to see him. Fancy taking the mail, Harold, he teased Outley. I'll stand by with the rescue team. Harold just smiled and thanked for helping my accident, dear chap, he said. That's all right, chuckled Percy Outley. That was friends are for after all. Well, there you have it, folks. That was the story of Harold's Bad Day, Outley. I hope you guys did enjoy that episode, Outley, and I hope you guys will love it too, Outley. What will happen in episode number 12, Outley, of season 5 of the Tom and Brand Storytime series? Well, you will have to wait and see next time.